A lot of people think that once we make an arrest, the case is over. Well, no, that's just the beginning. The Bureau of Investigations, our investigators work with the prosecutors to elicit more evidence, identify more witnesses, making sure that that case is solid or complete and thorough for a prosecution. I was born and raised in Chicago, briefly worked for the Chicago Police Department before coming here. The investigators that we have here are passionate about keeping our community safe, just like I am, and that's why I'm honored to be their chief, because we share the same values. We have proactive units, the Human Trafficking Task Force, which just did amazing work recently with the Super Bowl. We have the Gun Violence Task Force, who target gun manufacturers, gun traffickers, and prohibited persons from owning firearms. We have REACT, which is the Regional Enforcement Allied Computer Team. They investigate cryptocurrency, ATM fraud, crypto fraud, the Organized Retail Theft Task Force. We have an investigator partner with the Sheriff's Office. We have investigators that investigate environmental crimes, public integrity cases, various types of fraud, whether it's elder abuse fraud, health and workmen's compensation fraud, disability fraud, real estate fraud. In addition, we have the investigators that investigate and help the prosecutors on the crimes that I'm well aware of and I helped, whether it be robbery, homicide, sexual assault, domestic violence, all those type of crimes. Mostly our investigators here are mid-career. I think we're well-known and a respected investigations bureau, so we have a lot of folks wanting to come. And then we have officers like myself who've retired from an agency but want to continue. Officers that did tremendous work in their agencies and continue to do tremendous work here.
I actually immigrated to the U.S. from Mexico when I was about 4 years old. I grew up in San Jose, east side of San Jose. Ever since I can remember in high school, I knew I wanted to go into law enforcement. I even joined the San Jose Police Cadets because I knew that was the career path that I wanted to take. One of my police cadet advisors suggested I look into the Palo Alto Police Department, where I stayed most of my law enforcement career at a brick and mortar police department. Back in 2020, I decided to go to the Monterey County District Attorney's Office. I was there for approximately 1 year. Testing opened up here at the Santa Clara County DA's office. I decided to take the test and got hired.
My roommate in college, her dad was a FBI agent. And so that sort of kind of piqued my interest into the beginnings of investigating in law enforcement. I never thought, to be honest with you, that I'd be a police officer. I actually had worked with the federal government for a couple years as a background investigator. Then after doing that for a couple years, I applied to the Berkeley Police Department. I was working patrol for about 4 years. I got promoted after 5 years, and I worked patrol as a sergeant for a few years, and then I went into our special victims unit. Really enjoyed my job, but I started to realize I needed to be closer to my family. I applied for the Santa Clara County District Attorney's Office, and yeah, it was, I think, the best decision I've ever made. I oversee the homicide unit, our gangs unit, family violence, sexual assault, and child abduction. Being able to do the follow-up, after the cases have been filed by the police department, and seeing it all the way through, interacting with the victims, trying to help them through the process and help them get some sort of closure is probably the most rewarding part.
Growing up in a very poor community, I knew I wanted to get into a field where I could have some type of impact. I remember having positive contacts with the police. I always enjoyed helping people, so therefore I knew that was the career path for me. It's an amazing feeling knowing that you've helped somebody, you brought justice to somebody.
This isn't a normal 8 to 5 job. This is an emotional investment. I think that's part of the reward, is knowing that you can have a positive impact on victims that way. We can never take away the pain or the trauma, but hopefully we can provide them a little bit of closure so that they can move on with their lives.
We're all in this together. BOI is just a different part of the criminal justice system, right, or of law enforcement and public safety. It takes all of us, right, to keep this community safe, especially here in the Bureau, leaving no stone unturned to bring justice, right, to our victims. We're here to help. We're here for you. We have the resources here in this office and here with these investigators to find answers for our community and to help them out.